don't even remember where I was at, but I was somewhere, just like the first documentary, Counterpunch, that's on Netflix. Somebody came up to me and said, "Yo, I want to start a documentary." All right. I'm not really paying it no mind because it's like everybody say they want to do something until it's time to do something, and then everybody got a vision, but the vision they don't really know how to get their vision to where it need to be. So I'm like, all right. I decided to give it. I'm like, I'm gonna give it a chance. I gave him a chance, but me and him had the same vision the whole process, and I was helping him direct it. So it was like, this is a good. I'm learning something as I go. He's learning as he go. Mind you, he never made a documentary before ever. That was his first ever documentary, and I think he did a great job for first time person to do a documentary. Shout out to Rodrigo Balloon, that's my boy. And then gave him the opportunity. We both took the chance with it, and we always had the vision that we would get it to where we needed it to be. He was like, "I'm gonna get it on Netflix. I'm gonna get it on all these channels." I'm like, "That's a big thing, but if you say you're gonna do it, so let's get it. Let's go do it together." And we took the risk, and here we are today. After a very successful premiere that we just had last week, Friday, I think it was last week Friday.
I think it was Thursday at the Nighthawk Prospect Park.
Nighthawk Cinema, right?
Yes, sir.
The Nighthawk Cinema in Brooklyn. It was a great event. A lot of people came out. I mean, the rain tried to stop us, but it didn't. So I'm thankful. I'm blessed.
So was the plan always to have three boxers and have it be a series, or was it originally going to be just a movie?
So we came out with it to be like, oh, it's gonna be a documentary. Me and him had the plan. He had the plan to do a documentary. He's like, oh, let's do a documentary series. And I'm like, do whatever you want to do. It's your vision, brother. I'm just here. It's his world, and I'm living in it. And we feel like the success has came so far already. Even to get it on so many platforms that we got it on. Right now, we only released on one, but we got more platforms coming out very, very soon. So we're very thankful for that. And we think, oh, we should try it, like documentary series. We're not even done. That's the thing. We're not even done. More episodes will come out. More fighters, different type of backgrounds of different fighters. So, yeah. It's gonna be really, really good, I think. And I got some great ideas after being a part of that and being the director part of that. It's like, oh, I got some ideas.
Anything you want to tell us about?
Oh no, I can't tell you about nothing. Because I don't want nobody to steal my thing. Not y'all, people that's gonna be watching us. I don't want nobody to steal my ideas.
Well, first I'd like to congratulate you on not only a successful premiere, but also having your documentary premiere on Tubi.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
So, outside of boxing, what are your other interests?
Music. I love music. Music is my passion. I think. I think if I would have started music at a younger age, I probably would have been into music. Sports. I love sports. Obviously, I love music. Music. I love music. Music is my passion. I think without music, I don't even think I made it this far in life. To be honest, because I listen to music. I'm not one of the people that listen to music just to listen to it. I'm not gonna be listening to no NBA YoungBoy or I'm gonna kill you, I'm gonna shoot you. This. I'm not listening to all that.
What are you listening to?
I'm listening to things like Rod Wave, and then I listen to people be looking at me thinking I'm stupid in the locker room.
What is that?
Because I'm playing R&B in the locker room.
What do you got? What do you got? Some Aaron Neville? You got some Earth, Wind & Fire?
I'm playing my next fight though.
Uh-huh.
If I fight it again, if I choose to fight again, I'm about to be playing Vibes Cartel because the dog done warm.
Yeah, that's your walkout song? That's your walkout song?
I'm trying to get him to walk me out to that. That's one of my favorite artists, period. But when I'm in the rock room, normally I'm listening to old school R&B like Darnell Jones, Anthony Hamilton, music like that. I like soul music because I believe that boxing is like soul. Like you got to catch your own rhythm.
So with say like walkout music,
yeah.
Do you like from your first fight to your last fight? Did you always select it, or is your promoter doing it for you? How does that go?
Why would I let somebody select my walkout music? I'm the one that's walking.
Of course. So but you know how
politics
of boxing work.
I always pick music that is like politics don't come to that point, but I always pick music that relates to me. Like I listen to Raw Wave. Raw Wave always talking about something crazy. Like I done been through some crazy things in my life. Even on my journey of being successful, I've been through crazy things. And it's just like, oh damn. What he be saying, he been through some crazy things in his life, but he's a very successful artist. So I'm like, damn, I really relate to this guy. This guy really, that's one artist I can say that I really, really, really want to meet. just trying to tell me, yo, brother, I'm a fan. Like, I really mess with you. Like, he get me through some dark times.
So, as far as boxing goes, in the documentary, you talk about being offered contracts with different promoters,
Yeah.
but you want Al Heyman.
Because he the best.
So, talk about your relationship with Al and how you got in with him.
I really feel like Al Heyman is just the best in the game. I remember when I was young, I was skipping school to go to all the press conferences and all the things. Gene was at the front desk always where the credentials was at, and then I'd be like, I'm skipping school to go to them just so I could learn though. People don't understand that it was for learning. I used to be in everybody's conversation in there, all of them big promoters. I'm in their mouth when they talking. I'm listening to them. Pause, no homo. That sounds crazy. But I'm listening to them. I'm in their mouth listening to them because I'm trying to really know the game, the ins and outs. There's a lot of things that people don't know about this sport that get them stuck and get them like, leave them lost.
So what's it like being a kid, cutting school, going to boxing press
Oh, it was
conferences?
great. It was great. I ain't regret not 1 minute of it.
No, completely. Those are experiences you'll cherish
Yeah.
for the rest of your life. But now you are someone who's had his own press conferences
Yeah.
and face-offs.
Yeah.
So what's it like growing up, seeing some of your favorite fighters do exactly what you now do yourself?
To be honest, I was growing up. I'm watching them. I'm like, God damn, these guys are special. Like now, I was sitting back and I was watching myself, and I'm like, and now they watching me. They like, oh God, he's special. So it's just like the shoes is the tables is turned. It's not like they lost their touch. They just some of them retired. So it's like it's an honor for me to have them watching me.
Exactly.
I feel like I'm doing something right.
Exactly. And so talk about, working in the amateurs and professional boxing. What are the biggest differences as far as the approach as a boxer and the different styles of fighting and how being in the amateurs prepares you for going in the pros?
To be honest, I don't want to know my take on the amateurs. Me, amateurs, I never took the amateurs serious. I just had natural skills. I swear, I never used to train for real. There was only one tournament I can say I really trained for. That was Olympic qualifiers. When I was the first American to be qualified for the Olympics in 2016.
And you decided to go pro.
Yeah, but I needed money.
Mm-hmm.
I needed money. I was hurting. Living in the shelter in the Bronx. I wasn't doing good. So I was like, nah, forget the Olympics. I don't have time to wait. I qualified in the beginning of 15.
And then
I had to wait all the way to 16, do all them qualified. I mean, like, no, I qualified in the beginning of 2015, but they kept making more eliminated qualifiers so other people could make it. You know, boxing is about politics.
Of course.
And I'm like, nah, I can't wait. I need money. I need it, and I need it now. It's my money, and I need it now. That's how it's going. So I decided to go pro instead of going to the Olympics, even though I was the first American to qualify for the Olympics in 2015.
Now, with professional boxing, say, with your first fight, how did that go? How did you get into professional boxing? How did you get a promoter? How did you get signed?
I didn't have a promoter, actually. I was signed to Al Heyman. But I got signed to Al Heyman, not because they see me fight. They never see me fight in their life. It was just a word of, they just believed in me because they see me at every press conference, every fight. It was no door, no wall could stop me from getting where I needed to be. None. If there was a fight in the Barclays Center, you know where you gonna see me at? On the floor. I didn't care. I done gone to the Barclays Center with no ticket, no pass, no nothing. Cause anywhere it was a fight, I made sure I was there. One, I wanted to learn the game, and I was studying, always doing my homework. So when I turned pro, my pro debut was in the Barclays Center. See how the roles flip? I was sneaking in the Barclays Center to go watch fights. Now I'm fighting in the Barclays Center. I was the first fight, but still, fighting in the Barclays Center. Remember, I'm from Brooklyn, Flatbush to be exact. That's my hometown. So fighting in the Barclays Center is a big thing, and it was dope. It was dope. I ended in I think like second, third round knockout. But I don't really take much from that because it's like you're not fighting nobody that's really, like that type of a fighter. And then as the career went on, I went 3-4 fights. I said, you know what? I was 4-0. They said it was this guy named Titus Williams. He's 8-0, I'm 4-0. We both from Brooklyn. But in the amateurs, he was really that guy in New York. But he was fighting at 132, I was fighting at 114.
Big difference.
Yeah. And then I'm like, he went down in weight. So I'm like, how did he, like, okay, cool. You know what? I called Al Heyman. I said, Al Heyman, let's set something up. Let me show you I'm different. Because a lot of fighters say they different until it's time to be different. And like in the words of Deion Sanders, he told me this out of his mouth. He said, a lot of people, everybody want to be that guy until it's time to be that guy. You got to be born that guy. It's not something that happened overnight, you become that guy. You got to be born that person. I was born this person. I'm always going to be the same person till the day I die. I'm never going to switch. I've been through losses. I've been through wins, ups, downs, whatever you want to call it. I've been through it. And I never changed. So it was Titus Williams, right? And I was like, you sure you want to fight him? I'm like, yeah. He didn't really want to fight me, surprisingly, but they got him to decide to fight me. 8-0 versus 4-0. Me 4-0, he 8-0. But I'm the bigger name. Because remember, I have the documentary on Netflix that went crazy, nominated for an Emmy. I lost to LeBron James, but still, that's an Emmy that you get nominated for. Losing LeBron James, that's big. So I'm the bigger name. Everybody's like, oh, this is a big fight. I'm the B-side, though. I said, no problem. They said, we give you 6,000. I've come to find out he got 8. Oh, snap. They give him more than me. Yeah, now you know what's coming after that, right? You got to put the belt to him. We fought in New York versus New York. I beat him bad. Beat him bad, mind you. Beat him bad. And then just from there, my career just went crazy. Because it's all about, in life, it's all about taking risks, right? You got to believe in yourself. Sometimes you're going to roll the dice. You might get a wrong number, the low number, or you might get something high. I'm rolling the dice every time. I roll the dice with that fight. Taking a little bit of money. Everybody said, no, wait for y'all to get like 15-0. That's a big fight, TV fight. We ain't going to fight on TV. I took the risk. But I wanted to prove to the world. I don't care about nothing else. I was proving to myself for real that I'm really who I say I am. And I took that risk and I beat him. Then from there, I never left TV from my fifth fight, I never been off TV since my 5th fight. Every fight after that was on TV.
It's incredible.
It's crazy to even think that, because I went from not being able to afford Showtime. You know, back in the days, you got to pay for Showtime when you got the cable. Mm-hmm. You got to add that into the plan. I couldn't even afford that. My mother never used to be able to pay for that. To now fighting on Showtime was like, whoa, boy, you came far. And like that's beyond a dream. I didn't ever even dream of that, to be honest. Because like I said, I never even dreamed of being a boxer. I never wanted to be a boxer. That's something that just found my lap because I used to fight so much. Being in Brooklyn, and I was short. I had something that I call short, angry black man syndrome. It's not a real thing, but that's what people used to say when I was in school.
That's what they say about Draymond Green.
No, but he's not short.
He's not short. No.
And I was fighting all the time, and it fell in my lap. I wanted to be a football player.
What? Running back?
Receiver. Nasty.
Yeah. I can see that.
I was like that, but you needed school, you needed the money, and boxing came along. Once boxing came along, it really saved my life. Definitely saved my life, because I would have been probably dead or in jail.
So talk about some of you mentioned Deion Sanders earlier. So talk about some of your mentors, trainers, who really inspired you and got you on the right path.
So my first mentor was Bernard Hopkins. Yeah, as y'all know, my name used to be B-Hop. That was my first mentor. He gave me some game about this sport, things that we don't know, things that fighters don't know. I'm not going to even tell them. I'll be trying to school these young fighters, but they take it as disrespect. They think that I'm trying to sun them. They don't know it's just passing out wisdom. We all might be the same age, but you got to remember, I started my road to success quick. I didn't go through the ranks of fighting Tom, Dick, Harry, and all of his friends for 15 to 20 fights. I never did that, bro.
Exactly. You look at certain fighters, like say like a Lomachenko. That guy's got 370.
Let's look at a. Not even that. We talking about the pros.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at a Devitt. Mm-hmm. Superstar. I give it to him. He's tough. He's a great fighter. But who have he fought from first fight to his 20th fight? Maybe 20 something. I don't even know. But name him.
But you can say the same about Canelo. You can say the same about many fighters.
Let's name them. Who was they fighting?
Exactly. Yeah.
You could go on my resume right now and look from 4-0. I'm not gonna say all of them was like top level fighters, but I done fought ex-world champions. I done fought Olympians. I done fought silver medalists in the Olympics. I done fought champions that I took their belt. I done fought undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter after undefeated fighter, going to people's hometown, beating undefeated fighters. Like, that's what I feel boxing should have became down to. Like, where it's like, you gotta prove yourself. These fighters don't prove themselves. They just fight anybody's and they big themselves up. I don't get bigged up from that, though. I ain't gonna lie.
What would you say is wrong, or what could be corrected right now in the sport of boxing?
I ain't gonna say everything. No, fake everything. Because a lot of boxing ain't the same. You know, boxing changed every couple of years, so boxing ain't the same. That's why it's like, for me to come back, I need something that's gonna get me up off the couch. I need a fight that's gonna like. I don't want to come back to go fight somebody that's 30-30. I don't get no motivation from that. 'Cause I know I'm not gonna train hard. I'm gonna go in there and beat him up.
So what division would you come back?
I got one fight I want Gary Russell at 130. I want Gary Russell. We've been calling him out. When I took my first loss after over a decade, I called him out after. I was trying to make that my first fight. We had it set up. Al Haynes had it up for us. They told him not to go back to the WBC and tell the WBC nothing because Al Haynes was going to handle it. He went back and told the WBC something that we offered them to fight. So the WBC shut it down. No, we can't fight because he would have lost his title at 26. So that's the fight I want. I'm no disrespect to Gary Russell. I love Gary Russell. Me and him always had our ups and our downs. We was friends, then we would beef a little bit, but then we became friends again, then we beef a little bit, now we're friends again. But it's like, if you want to be great, you gotta chase great. And I think Gary Russell's a great fighter, and I want to fight nothing but the best in the sport. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time. Let me enjoy my time while I'm here and fight the people that I want to fight. Win, lose, or draw, I'm gonna put on a great performance every time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I will say, you said there's only one fight you'd want. I mean, I think a hell of a fight would be you versus Lamont Roach at 130.
Only reason why I want to fight Lamont Roach right now because we train together.
Oh, all right.
He done helped me get ready for camp, for fights. So it's like, now that he's got a belt, it's like, I feel like boxers, they don't have loyalty, but me, I'm a loyal type of person. I won't go help. I'm not going to have somebody that just helped me get ready for a big fight and then go call him out because he got a belt now. That's corny. That's corny to me. Like, so, me and Lamont Roach was the fight we both got a belt and we both, let's unify.
Exactly.
Type thing. Like, the money is right. Let's get this together.
Exactly.
But
so, as far as say, judging and reffing goes in the sport, we can talk about that forever. But in Roach's last fight against Tank, when Tank takes the knee, they don't take the point away because he got something in his eye.
You gotta understand, there's politics in this sport. Like I told you, Tank is a superstar. They not ditching out on a superstar. I'm not mad at him. No. Tank is Tank. He him. Respectfully, I think he spared Lamont Roach that fight. I honestly didn't think, but it's one thing I learned that about Tank. Tank's a great fighter, but that last fight shows a little better flaws. I'll tell you. But yeah, it showed a little bit. Maybe he didn't take it serious, but I think Tank is a tremendous fighter. It was a great fight, to be honest. Between him and the Roach, they both tremendous fighters, but I know those fights right now is way above me right now. Not way above me, but it's above me. I gotta come back and get a couple fights, like maybe 2 fights. And I'm honest with myself. I'm not one of them people that I'm not about to be on camera calling out this guy, and I know this fight's not happening.
Now let's talk about fighters not in your division, outside of a superstar like Tank. Who are fighters that get you to tune in and watch that are currently fighting?
I don't really watch boxing like that. Boxing boring. I only watch boxing when it's time to go to sleep. Not for real. I put it on when I'm tired. When I'm tired, I need to go to bed. But I fall right to sleep. But if I gotta watch somebody, it's gonna be Canelo. Obviously, because he's a superstar. Javante Davis. Shakur, because he's smart, technical. Shakur, who else? Tyson Fury, I love him. I love my boy Tyson.
Hell of an entertainer.
Hell of an entertainer. Give me some fighters. I don't really know.
Usyk?
I mean, I watch, but not
Benavidez?
Yeah, monster. As monster, he's nasty.
Inoue?
Nah, he fight too early in the morning for me.
He's been too much?
Yeah, he fighting.
4 a.m. 4 a.m.
Yeah, nah, he be fighting in Chinese time. I'm not waking up at 4 o'clock in the morning to watch no fights.
I'm staying up until 4 in the morning.
Nah, I'm not doing that. Like I said, I don't really watch boxing. I'm more of a, I got into different things as I got older. I'm more of a baseball guy, football. I love football.
Yeah. Who are your teams?
What? I'm a Kansas City Chiefs fan.
Yeah. You a bandwagon fan or born and raised?
No, I wasn't born and raised. I'm a original Payne Manning fan.
Okay.
Payne Manning left, I didn't have no team.
Uh huh.
I watched Patrick Mahomes play. I watched a highlight him in college. I liked him. I love quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And I just like his style of play. Like he do whatever. He play backyard ball.
Mm-hmm.
So I wouldn't say I'm a bandwagoner, but I would say like I haven't been a fan my whole life.
Sure.
I'm realistic. I'll be honest with you. And basketball team, I'm not a basketball team. I'm a LeBron James fan.
Okay. Even though you have beef with the Emmys.
Who?
Even though you and him have beef over the
No,
Emmys.
I don't have no beef.
I'm joking.
I ain't got no beef with LeBron. Listen, that's one of my favorite athletes in the world. And to be even nominated against him is like, you never know how important that is until I just told my acting coach the other day. I'm like, yeah, I was nominated against LeBron James for an Emmy as best sports documentary. I don't remember what year it was. So to even be on a red carpet out there in LA with him is like, woof, damn, boy, you made it this far. I was 18. It came out when I was 18. I think a year or two later, the Emmys. I think some shit like that. I don't remember for her, but I think it was that's I don't give myself enough credit for certain things like that. I don't even be noticed. I don't think about it for real because I don't really talk about it unless you wouldn't bring it up and we didn't ever bring it up just now. I don't really think about it like, oh yeah, damn, he was really against LeBron James, King James, like, and lost to King James. To even be acknowledged with him, it's different.
Absolutely. And how did that first documentary come about? Because that
Same way this one did.
Yeah.
Same exact way. Somebody came to me. My boy Jay Bolger, shout out to him. He came to me. He's a director. He's telling me about documentary. Oh, yeah, I can do this. I'm like, at first I'm like, brother, just stop. I don't want to do no that. I ain't want no cameras follow me around. And I used to tell him, I lived in the hood. I lived in the Bronx, to be exact. And it's called Hunts Point. They really call it Gun Point because every time they shooting over there. And I used to come in the house like 5 minutes before they start shooting every day. Every single time I came in right before they start shooting. Or one time I came in right after they was done. But it's like, I ain't want him to come over there with that camera there to rob me. And I ain't gonna help him either. Because what I'm gonna do? Bring my hands to a gunfight? It don't work like that. No. But thank God boxing saved my life and got me out of there. And we're doing better, but we could be doing better.
So for the kids that are coming up boxing and getting into whether it be the amateurs, their first pro fights.
I don't even want to give just hope to kids that just want to be boxers. Mm-hmm. Me, I'm a person that I love to give hope to everybody. Mm-hmm. I don't discriminate because I'm a boxer. No, I don't want to. One thing I always tell myself that I don't want to be known as, well, yeah, Chris the boxer, the champion boxer. No, I want to be known as a great man that learned to box. So happened to become a world champion, but he was a great man. Great man. He gave back. He took his time out to give to other people. He showed love to people because ain't nobody can ever say I don't show love.
Exactly. We seen the documentary with the Boys and Girls Club.
Not only that, it's so much other things. I show love to everybody. Because I know where I come from, and I know we didn't have a lot of people like myself growing up. A lot of people wasn't giving their time. Time is precious. That's one thing we don't get back. Even if you wear 2 watches like Bob's Cartel, you don't get it back.
Well, you're a very personable, charismatic guy, and you just mentioned your acting coach. Do you think about maybe going into movies?
It's crazy because I had opportunities to have act. When they offered me the Tigers fight, I had the opportunity to be an Equalizer 2 with Denzel Washington.
Yeah.
But I turned it down. Denzel Washington paid for me to go to acting class with the lady that taught him. She was old as hell. When I say ain't nothing harder than that, that's the hardest thing ever.
Just memorizing a monologue?
No, not even memorizing that, right? The hardest thing ever was to be in that class. I'm sitting in that class, I'm sweating my shirt out like, I was there for like 2 hours. I didn't get not one yes from her the whole night. Everything I said, no. Again, I'm like, yo, this lady gotta be joking right now. This gotta be a joke. I said, yeah, I'm not coming back here. I'm not coming back. And Denzel Washington paid for me. He paid for me to do that because he wanted me to play Equalizer 2, Miles. You know Miles? Mm-hmm. You ever watch the movie?
Of course.
So he wanted me to play Miles. I got the whole script and everything. A lot of people don't believe me, but I really got the whole script because they believe I was really supposed to play. But when they offered me to fight in the Barclays Center, New York versus New York, that's a big fight.
Exactly.
To me.
It's like the Subway Series of boxing.
Yes. So that's a big fight to me. So I was like, oh no, I'm gonna just do this fight. I can't. And the acting shit was scaring me a little bit. That lady, that coach scared me. But now that I'm trying it again, my coach, she's from Philly. Yesterday was my first class, actually last night. And she made it so simple for me, like, so smooth. And I'm like, damn, this is good. But my manager, her son, her name is Miss Hillary. Her son is he's one of the first, he's the first, not for the first ever African American Ralph Lauren model. I forgot his name. Yeah, I know him if I tell you though. I promise you he will. But he's an actor too. Good at Daisy. What's his name? Tell me. You got it. Tyson Bedford. Yeah. You know?
Yeah.
So
he's a
that's him.
Boston fan.
Yeah, that's him, right? That's my manager's son. So now I'm getting into it. And I think acting is gonna be my next gig, my next thing.
I can see
and
that.
I'm working on with a Taco Bell commercial.
Oh yeah? Can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see
Hopefully
that.
I get it though.
Oh, hopefully it's a Super Bowl commercial.
Nah, I know. Super Bowl too far.
Super Bowl too far.
But hopefully I get it right now. That's how I've been practicing.
So, Chris, I want to switch out with my associate, Josh Rank.
Come on, Joshua. You wanna know what's crazy? Unless I talk about my life, I never remember what I did in my life. I swear to God. I could be the person and walk around and brag, and I've never been that person, bro. Ever. Because you would have never even knew this if you wasn't here at this interview. Half of the shit that I just said. Because I don't walk around and talk about it. I be forgetting that I did so many things, bro. I wore so many hats. You know when they say a master of none? What they say? Jack of all trades, but a master of none? I think that's me. Ready?
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
Well, Chris, one of the
Don't
things...
use no professional words.
I got you.
I know you're a lawyer, bro.
No. My dad was a boxer. I'm from East New York, so...
I'm just
I feel
making
you.
sure. Because
Yeah.
your vocabulary is extensive.
Oh, no.
I have to use, yeah.
So, Chris, one of the things that distinguishes boxers from everyone else is the commitment that you guys have and the lifestyle that you live, right?
Mm-hmm.
Can you talk to us about what your daily schedule was like when you were boxing? Can you tell the people about the intensity that you brought to your career?
To be honest, the schedule always changes. As the more money you make, the more your life changes. I don't care what anybody say. People be like, I never let the money change me. How? Your regular card go to your bank card go from Chase regular card to black card. Your Metro card go from that to something else. Like your life is just gonna change, even if you try not to. But only thing that really I can say that really made me really changed is that just feeling more comfortable and making money, being able more comfortable, and helping being able to give back. That's a big part of me. Like I always been the type, and it's crazy because when I sat back now and look back at it myself, I'll be like, damn, I gave back so much stuff that I didn't even have to give back, but I gave it back. I made a way.
Absolutely.
Toy drives, back to school drives, Christmas, all of that. And that's how I got in Garfield, New Jersey. They gave me September 26th is National Primetime Day because I did so much things like that in that town. Basketball team, football team for the kids, free, out of my pocket. These old and when I really sat back and looked like, damn, why did I do that? But then again, I know why I did it. Because nobody never did it for me.
Exactly.
So you gotta extend that hand back out to other people to help them. But when it comes to boxing lifestyle, my life changed actually as I got older and as my career went. The more money I made, the more less concentrated I felt like I was. I felt like I started to, because when you're not able to do certain things. Like I grew up in the hood, and I didn't have all the shoes. I didn't have all the clothes. I had one shoe, but that one shoe lasts forever, because I'm scrubbing that every day with the toothbrush. You feel me? So it's like when you get older now, you could be able to do whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. You're making money in boxing. Boxing changed my life, obviously. I'm able to make money. I'm able to do everything I want. So it started to change that way as I got older. But in the beginning of my career, I was locked and loaded. Work. I honestly feel like it was like at least 14 years before I took a break in boxing. From the day I started, I think it was like 14 years before I took a break.
And to that point, like I think another factor that distinguishes boxers again from everyone else is not only the lifestyle but the mindset that you have. Like
You gotta be strong. You gotta be strong-minded because to go inside that ring against somebody that's trying to kill you, this is a kill. I don't even call this a sport. This is gladiators. It's kill or be killed.
Exactly.
And I'm not gonna get killed. You might be able to knock me down. You might. And this is one thing I always said. You go back and act. Check interviews. I've never been afraid to get hurt. I never afraid to get dropped. I never been afraid to lose. I never buzzed, batted, nothing. Because this all come to sport. I know what I signed up for when I signed up for this shit. I know this all come with it. The best done lost. The best done got dropped. The best done got hurt. But it's not about how you fall or get hurt or nothing. It's about how you come back. So a lot of people look at it like Floyd changed the game, right? Different. He's different. I gotta give him this. I love him as a fighter. Great fighter. He changed the game. But he changed the game in a bad way too because everybody looking at it as, oh, if you're not undefeated, you should be bad. I promise you, a lot of people that's saying that I'm bad, they never threw in a pair of gloves. They probably don't even know how to fight for real.
And I think on that point too, a lot of people do boxing. A lot of people are interested, but there's only so few that can make it big. Mm-hmm. Right? Can you talk to
1%.
us? 1%.
1% make $1 million in this sport. 1%. And I was thankful enough to be able to do that before.
And can you talk to us about what it's like to be that person on the East Coast, to come from a local gym and to make it, to sign with the big promoter?
Forget a local gym. Yeah. To come from the trenches. When I say, like, getting kicked out of public school in middle school, I'm in middle school with grown men, grown-ass men. Right now, I can tell you, it was a boxer named Travis Hall. Remember him?
Yeah.
He's in jail right now for murdering his wife. His cellmate is a kid that I was beating up in school. And he was a gangbanger. And I used to beat him up. I beat him up so many times in school. And he thought I was soft. And to come from that, right, to now being a fighter, fighting on national television, they watching me in jail. That's crazy. Some things I just be looking at it like, how is this even like, I'd be so surprised at myself.
And then, there's a lot of energy in boxing right now, as Patrick alluded to. Mm-hmm. There was a Ring 8 sponsored sparring event. There were several main event shows. But how do you think, as the seasoned professional, that boxing can responsibly grow and get better, especially on the East Coast?
I mean, it can get better if they're willing to fight each other. People got to be willing to come out there and fight. I don't like watching fights where I know it's a one-sided fight.
Exactly.
We know like you're gonna win this, you're gonna win this. You see me? I'm different. Off the imitated, never duplicated, one originated. There's never gonna be another prime time in this game again. I don't care who's still the name. And not only did they can't even really steal that name. That's a legendary name. Deion Sanders verified me himself. You seen the video, huh?
Yeah.
Deion Sanders verified me himself. He gave me the okay to use that name. And not only that, I came off my first loss over a decade. You know what I did? I went up in weight class. And I went to go fight Rayo Venezuela. 18-0, 17 knockouts or 16 knockouts. Or 18-1. It was one loss.
One loss, yeah.
But still, 18-1, 17 knockouts. Why did I take that risk? Wanna know why? Because I'm different. Dude, I'm not in this game to be doing this shit for years, to be fighting forever. No. I wanted to make my breakout quick, boom. Get in, get out.
Facts.
However it ended, I just wanted to get in and enjoy what I do and then go get out of this shit. I don't want to be in this too long.
And then on that subject, we all went to see the documentary. It was an incredible event, great energy.
Thank you very much.
What was it like to sit down and kind of see your life right in front of you?
I don't like watching myself on TV. I don't even lie. I don't like watching myself on TV. Only if I'm fighting. I like watching myself back in my fight Cause I'd be looking like, damn, you did some spectacular shit. Who teach you that? Well, other than that, I don't really like watching myself on TV.
Gotcha.
Like movies and documentaries and things like that. I don't like it.
Gotcha.
I be getting depressed. I feel like
Oh.
you're depressing me. Giving me flashback. I'm not a person that like to live in the past.
Well, you had great energy at the event, but
You got to.
You
You
got
gotta be
to.
a host, right? But I don't like living in the past. I battled after my first loss. I battled depression for 3 years. This is the thing that people don't talk about. Depression with this sport is big.
Yep.
I battled depression for 3 years. I was like, it was nothing. Like when I say I've been through it all, for a long time after that loss, all I would do is wake up and drink, party. Only thing I could, and it was like when Deion said, right? When Deion Sanders was at the top of his career, he just won a Super Bowl for the second time. You know what he did? He drove off a cliff to try to kill himself. Why would he do that? You got all the money in the world, you got all the cars in the world, you got clothes, you got jewelry, you got women. What? He's still not happy. I got to that point. I ain't trying to drive off no cliff though. I ain't doing that. I ain't taking my life. But I'm saying I wasn't happy. What I'm saying is I wasn't happy. I had everything. I felt like I was, oh my God, I felt so good. If I wanted to go to Dubai for a month, I could have did anything I wanted. But I wasn't happy. For so long I wasn't happy. And I was battling with myself for so long. And what really made me realize that I was battling depression was Danny Garcia when he cried in the ring in the Barclays Center against Jose Benavidez. And he was like, I was going through this, and I swear to God, I'm sitting there and I just broke out in tears. I'm with somebody, they're like, why are you crying? I can't. This is the truth. My truth is coming out. Danny Garcia is bringing it out for me, and that's my big brother. Shout out to Danny Garcia, man. I let that guy like cook food. And like that day, he really made me realize what I was going through. And it took a long time. I feel like I still battle it from time to time, but not as worse than before because I understand. But the only problem between then and now, I never was scared to lose, but I didn't expect to lose. Everybody can say certain things, but when that certain thing actually happens, there's a different feeling in your veins. If you really love this shit, or if you really care about if you got like one of the people that's very powerful. I'm a powerful person.
And then, Chris, you talked about mental depression,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of people turn to boxing not only for their physical health, but their mental health as well.
Mm-hmm.
And at least in the gym, I've seen it kind of transform people's lives, at least
Mm-hmm.
the folks that have really stayed committed to the workouts.
Transform their mental health.
Their mental health and their physical health.
I don't know how it really transformed my mental health because it didn't do me no good. When I was battling depression, I thought my thing was to get over this. I had to come back and win. I needed to come back and win. I came back and I beat Raya. Big decision. Everybody like, why are you coming back to fight him? Are you crazy? He's 18 wins and a 17 knockout, and he's way bigger than you. I'm not in this game for fun. I'm not in this game for a long time. I told you I'm here for a good time. Let me have my good time, mate. Let me get the hell out of here. And even after that fight, I thought the win was going to make me feel better. It didn't. It didn't. It didn't. What I did after that, went to go fight an undefeated fighter. It made me, I think losing again made me feel a little better, to be honest. Even though I was winning the fight, if I didn't get injured, he would have never won. Because once my ankle gave out, it was over. Twist my ankle in the third round. To continue to go with 10 rounds is like, damn. How the fuck am I bouncing around on it? And he hit hard too.
Right.
You ever spar before?
Yeah, spar with
You ever
myself.
spar somebody and they just hit so hard?
Yeah, sometimes people go to the ring trying to kill people. Yeah.
Boy, first round, I threw a jab, a nasty one too. Not even no sharp shit. Boom, he slipped inside, caught me to the rim. Boom. I said, ah! I said, that boy more clout. Yo, I'm like, nah, he can't hit me again. He can't hit me again with that. Never. There's no way. That's why I kept moving. And then when I tripped over the left foot, it was like, boom. But I ain't gonna lie, it's crazy. This might sound crazy, but it really faked, like, made me feel like, all right, bet, you're in a better stage in your life. Because I know what it's like to win, I know what it's like to lose. I got knocked out coming back to fight Ryo the second time. Everybody like, why you going to fight him again? You just beat him. Because when somebody says something about my name, I'm that type of person. I'm gonna clear it up. They said it was a controversial win. I didn't really win. Some people said I won. Some people said I didn't really win. Let's go clear it up the second time. I could have ran and took that win, and I still would have been Himothy. I'd have been on the top of the sport. Cause who was gonna tell me what? I won, right?
Right.
Went back and forth him again. He knocked me out. It didn't make me, it didn't bother. It bothered me because it's like I'm to me I'm a soul loser to myself. But in the world I give you your credit. Y'all see what I said that night? I'm gonna take my wins the way I take my losses. I'm gonna take my losses the way I take my wins, and we're gonna move on. Make better days come. That's it. I didn't ever complain. You never see me complaining. Nothing. I do what God put me on this earth to do.
Amen.
Whatever that is for.
And with that being said, Chris, we want to thank you so much for your time.
And I want to thank y'all for I ain't gonna lie, we really got deep today in
We
this.
did. Yeah.
But I want to thank y'all for having me. Took the time out, y'all came to my premiere. Shout out to you. Appreciate you, my boy.
For sure. Thanks a lot. We appreciate
Means a
it.
lot.
We appreciate your
And this
time as
interview
well.
was very good.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you.